Another important medicinal fungus is Cordyceps. Cordyceps militaris, or caterpillar fungus. It's important for a long list of illnesses, if you want. So this is another functional food. In some countries this mushroom is used in soups also. What they do, they collect it, they harvest the mushroom, and then they dry it up, or they use it as it is. They can turn it into Another important mushroom to discuss is Cordyceps. Cordyceps militaris. Now this is the grown type of Cordyceps. There's also Cordyceps sinensis, but that's the Cordyceps that's collected in the Himalayas, and I believe that is the most expensive mushroom in the world. But luckily we have Cordyceps militaris, which is grown, which has similar properties with Cordyceps sinensis. Now, the texture of this mushroom, it's kind of farinaceous, rubbery. So when you look at the fruit bodies, they are kind of delicate and kind of rubbery a little bit, but you can dry it up and then they're going to turn brittle. So you can easily turn it into powder if you want, and you can take the powders as is. You can put it into capsules, or you can make a tea with this mushroom as well, or you can grind it up and put it in soup. The temperature range, it's more like, this is a mushroom that prefers cool environment. So I would suggest it to grow this rather in the winter. And the substrate that it's grown onto, you have to be very recipe specific. It doesn't grow on anything, or on it grows only on some particular recipes, and you have to pay attention to the recipe that you're going to grow this fungus onto. Most of the recipes, they contain rice, brown rice or white rice, and of course some other ingredients that turn that substrate very nutritious, like yeast, eggs, egg yolk, and soy, and so on. The substrate, it's kind of thin, usually this much. Put it in a jar, for example. If you want to experiment with it, I would recommend you to grow slow. At first, grow just in a few jars and see what you get. And then if you want to grow more, then you can develop some other methodologies. And we're going to be discussing some more about the cultivation part a little bit later. It takes about 2 months, over 2 months to grow this mushroom, but you have to be careful on light exposure. First you have to let the substrate to be colonized in the dark for a week, over a week, and then you can take the jar out and you can keep it in the light, and that's when the magic will happen. Mycelium is going to turn yellowish and then orange, yellowish here and there. yeah, so feel free to experiment with it. This is an essential mushroom to have in your healing cabinet, if you want, and I encourage you to grow it, but a little bit later, not right now, because this also has some specific details that you have to pay attention to, and you'll see. We'll discuss about those later.